critical analysis of competitive dynamics, explaining the resilience of South American clubs against European giants in the FIFA Club World Cup. This study investigates the paradox wherein European football clubs, despite their overwhelming financial, technical, and structural advantages, frequently encounter significant competitive resistance from South American champions in official intercontinental tournaments, notably the FIFA Club World Cup. Through a rigorous analysis of financial data, recent match results, tactical philosophies, and motivational factors, this report elucidates the multifaceted reasons behind the disproportionate resilience of South American clubs. It concludes that, whilst European dominance is undeniable in aggregate terms, specific on-pitch dynamics, including tactical adaptability, seasonal peak physical form, and the profound symbolic importance of these tournaments for South American teams, create a unique competitive environment that often defies predictions based solely on market metrics or performance, leading to tighter scorelines than expected and explaining the perception of an underperforming or disinterested display from some European clubs. Global football is a complex ecosystem, where the hegemony of certain regions is evident, but competitive dynamics in one-off confrontations can present unexpected nuances. This report aims to unravel one such complexity: the remarkable ability of South American clubs to offer resistance to European giants in FIFA Club World Cup matches, even in the face of overwhelming structural and financial disparities. The landscape of world football is unequivocally dominated by European clubs and leagues. This preponderance is not merely anecdotal but is quantifiable across various metrics. European clubs operate within an ecosystem driven by global TV rights, multi-million-pound sponsorships, and elite-level infrastructure. This economic capacity allows them to concentrate global talent, attracting the best from Europe, but also the best from Africa, the Americas, and Asia. This global talent attraction capability establishes a self-reinforcing cycle. The financial power of European clubs enables them to acquire the most promising players from South America, often at a very young age, even before they reach the peak of their careers. This constant outflow of talent weakens South American leagues, depriving them of their most promising players and, consequently, of a more solid competitive base. The continuous flow of athletes means that South American clubs are perpetually in a development and sales model, rather than a retention and high-level competition model. Despite the clear disparities, a recurring pattern emerges in FIFA Club World Cup confrontations. European giants frequently find it difficult to thrash or win by a large margin, as their theoretical superiority would suggest. Considering the immense financial and talent gap, one would expect consistent and dominant victories from European teams. The fact that many matches are decided by 1 or 2 goals, or even go to extra time or penalties, points to a relatively below expected performance from European teams in these specific contexts. This study adopts a critical, rational, and fact-based approach, avoiding speculation. Its primary objective is to explain the observed discrepancy between objective European dominance and the competitive reality on the pitch in the FIFA Club World Cup. The focus is specifically on the FIFA Club World Cup, including the new FIFA Intercontinental Cup as its continuation, excluding friendlies or secondary tournaments where motivations and stakes differ significantly. The financial chasm between European and South American football is the most evident and impactful driver of European dominance. Transfermarkt data reveals stark differences. Palmeiras, the most valuable club in South America, is valued at less than $290 million United States dollars. Flamengo and River Plate hover around $250 million, and Boca Juniors barely exceeds $100 million. In contrast, medium-tier European clubs like Eintracht Frankfurt or Feyenoord possess comparable or higher valuations. This disparity dictates everything: player acquisition, infrastructure, staff quality. It enables European clubs to create deep rosters, afford better sports science, and maintain year-round competitiveness. Europe's institutional maturity and infrastructure, such as youth academies and analytics departments, amplify this gap. Yet, when the Club World Cup happens, we often don't see that superiority reflected in results. Examples include Flamengo's 3-1 win over Chelsea, Botafogo's upset against PSG, and Boca Juniors' 2-2 draw with Benfica. Even Real Madrid, despite a 3-0 win over Pachuca, often struggles when facing high-motivation opponents. Why? Because in one-off games, chaos matters. South American clubs use compact blocks, fast counterattacks, and mental resilience to challenge European structure. These are not league campaigns, they're single moments, loaded with meaning. European football is built around positional play, structure, predictability, zones. South American teams embrace relationism, fluidity, intuition, chaos. They break patterns, disrupt build-up, and force European clubs to play a different game, one less suited to drills and spreadsheets. The psychological factor matters deeply. For European clubs, the Club World Cup is a secondary goal. For South Americans, it's a matter of pride, history, and recognition. The prize money is proportionally huge. The chance to beat a Real Madrid or Bayern Munich is historic. Moreover, timing plays a role. South American clubs usually play the tournament in peak season, fit, sharp, match-ready. Europeans often arrive post-season or in pre-season, less rhythm, more fatigue, and with rotated squads. All this contributes to narrow scorelines. In conclusion, the European advantage in finance, structure, and talent is real, but the Club World Cup is an anomaly. Tactical disruption, motivational peaks, physical readiness, and the symbolic weight of the event combine to create a scenario where South American clubs frequently punch above their weight. That is why the results, although